Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I've got some outrageous news, and that's that Robinhood is trying to silence us apes. Now I've got a lot that I want to say about this, but I also want to talk about the SEC finally doing something and taking action. So stay tuned and let's make some money. But guys, before I dive into the video, I just want to give a massive shout out to the 3,700 of you that have currently dinged that notification bell, because you guys are always the first to watch a new video as soon as it's released. So guys, be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell if you haven't already so that you don't miss another video just like this one. And now I want to dive straight in with the key information. So, Robinhood buys Say Technologies for $140 million to improve shareholder company relations. I actually wouldn't have even found out about this news article if it wasn't for my new partner, Moomoo. I've stopped using Webull and I'm now using Moomoo as my stock trading platform, and they have an excellent news feature that's super up to date that shows news stories as soon as they're released. So guys, if you do want to sign up with a different trading platform, be sure to sign up to Moomoo using my link in the description below to get some free shares worth up to $3,350. US consumer investing and trading service Robinhood announced this morning that it will acquire Say Technologies in a $140 million cash deal. Say Technologies is a venture-backed startup, having raised $8 million in 2018 per Crunchbase data. PitchBook data indicates that the company was worth $28 million on a post-money basis following the investment, implying that the company's backers managed a roughly 5x return on their investment. Or Robinhood just massively overpaid in order to try and silence us. Say Technologies was backed by Point72 Ventures, among other investors. The deal is notable because it's Robinhood's first major purchase since going public in late July, and because it illustrates where Robinhood may look to invest some of its newly liquid equity wealth. When a company goes public, it can more easily purchase other companies thanks to recharged cash balances and a floating stock. In a blog post, Robinhood wrote that Say was built on the belief that everyone should have the same access to financial markets as Wall Street insiders. Or maybe that Robinhood and the cronies are trying to sweep in and silence us apes before we can get that true share count of AMC to be higher than the actual flow. What does that mean? In practice, Say has built a communication platform that allows even smaller shareholders to pose questions to the companies in which they invest and expose naked shorting. Sure, some companies are including retail questions in their earnings calls, but what Say has in mind is broader. You can see how Say and Robinhood might fit together. Say has a platform to expose naked shorting, and Robinhood wants to silence naked shorting. Robinhood has a huge user pool of retail investors who like to trade and invest. Say has the technology to connect retail investors to the companies that they own. With Robinhood's database of which retail investor owns what, and Say's communication technology, the trading platform may be able to offer a better shareholder experience than what rival platforms can offer. By offering to its user base a service like what Say has built, Robinhood can offer a unique twist on retail investing. This feels somewhat analogous to Spotify spending heavily to produce exclusive rights to certain podcasts. Such efforts differentiate Spotify from rivals despite having a commoditized core offering. Trading is now free in many places, so Robinhood layering specialized services on top of its investing service makes good sense, perhaps helping drive user loyalty and net new user ads. However, what I think Robinhood is likely going to try and do is stop the AMC Shareholder Vote before the 63,500 votes gets any higher and the 67.7 million registered verified shares gets any higher and above the 513 million shares currently in issue. Yes, 67.7 million is a long way from 513 million, but don't forget we've got 10% of the float from only 1 or slightly over 1% of actual shareholders. Therefore, if more and more shareholders sign up to vote, and Say Technologies expanded their platform to include Europe, the UK and other countries that can't vote, we could definitely get it much higher. However, it looks like Robinhood is going to try and put a stop to that and potentially either freeze the Say Technologies platform or just kind of delete the AMC page. Therefore, with the news breaking of Robinhood's acquisition of Say Technologies, I've requested the complete destruction of my profile and personal/investment data. Here is the email I just sent to them, and you should do the same. FYI, Hedgie's paying $140 million just to access our data is unbelievably bold. Now, a lot of people are very worried about Robinhood having access to users' passwords and effectively access to their AMC shares. Therefore, I personally think it's a very good idea to change your password on Say Technologies and disassociate or de-verify your broker from Say Technologies if you can do that as well. Hi there, I have an account with Say Technologies under the email of insert email here. I would like my account deleted ASAP, followed by proof that my account and all of its data has been erased entirely from your system. With the acquisition of your company by Robinhood, I in no way consent to having my data available to their business. Please be clear that I am not simply unsubscribing. This is a letter of demand requesting that my name, email, contact details and portfolio be erased in its entirety from your database. Furthermore, I would just like to remind you that data protection, especially in the UK where I reside, is taken very seriously, and I will take legal action should my details be so much as exported onto a spreadsheet and handed over to your new owners. I will await confirmation and proof that my request has been completed. Thank you. I personally agree and think that this is a very good idea to disassociate yourself and your account and your data from Say Technologies. Yes, it may potentially unverify the votes that you've cast in the AMC questionnaire, but I think a lot of people were working to the date of yesterday being the announcement of the Q2 2021 earnings as the date where we could try and get as many shares as possible registered. I don't think as many apes are continuing to vote in this platform, and therefore it might be a good idea just to disassociate your data so that you're safe. A lot of people have been commenting saying that it's Plaid that has access to your data and not directly Say Technologies, which definitely has merit, but I think it's more important to be rather safe than sorry and to change your passwords and delete your Say Technologies account just in case. I also wanted to show you this video of Andrew Sorkin, a CNBC anchor, talking down on AMC and good old Melissa Lee putting him in his place.
He said that AMC will be ready to accept Bitcoin for tickets by the end of 2021. You don't want to miss him in a first on CNBC interview next hour. The other kicker, by the way, Melissa, as you know, is he said that he's planning to put a plan in place so that he can sell his shares in the company. So you have to think about all of these issues together.
In corporate America have in place a plan to diversify their holdings because they are awarded stock, however often, and they want to diversify. So just to put that out there and be fair.
That is true. There's a lot of companies that do that. I'm just suggesting that there's a time and a place.
As you could see there, Melissa Lee absolutely shut him up and put him in his place. Aron also confirmed in the interview with CNBC that he has not sold a single share of AMC and does not plan to sell any shares either. There is a plan that he's put in place to diversify his shareholdings in the future, which is very prudent and is just him spreading his own personal risk, which is very fair. But it's absolutely great that Melissa Lee is there to try and restrict the amount of FUD that's being spread in mainstream media, just like Charles Payne is as well. I also finally wanted to touch on this, a tweet from the SEC, things are getting serious. Today we announced awards of nearly $6 million to 2 whistleblowers who provided information and assistance in separate enforcement proceedings. As you can see here in the second order, the SEC awarded more than $2.4 million to a whistleblower who alerted the SEC to previously unknown conduct, prompting the opening of the investigation, and thereafter met with SEC staff, provided documents, and identified potential witnesses. This is great news that the SEC are on the hunt and are really trying to enforce action around the market. There's also been emergency action charging 9 individuals for international microcap fraud schemes that generated hundreds of millions of dollars from unlawful stock sales and caused significant harm to retail investors in the US economy and globally. Clearly, Gerber Gawul is doing a great job in his new role at the SEC. Hopefully their attention is now directed to AMC, and who knows, maybe one of these Whistleblower Awards was in relation to their investigation in AMC. Hopefully the SEC can continue bringing down the hammer and in the direction of AMC. I personally think the squeeze is just around the corner, as I think the SEC will be coming down on AMC fairly soon. Guys, be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think of Robinhood acquiring Say Technologies. Do you think they're trying to silence us apes? And finally, I just wanted to let you know about the new AMC related merch that I've just released, linked in the description below. Guys, I'm also currently doing a $600 giveaway, if you didn't already know. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning $600 is join the Patreon. It's only $6 and you get a bunch of other benefits while you're there, as well as potentially winning $600. And I'm drawing the winner on the 28th of August. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my others. Alternatively, subscribe to the channel and ding the notification bell, because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers!